Grab your bottle skates, boys and girls. We're going freedoming.
Hell yeah, brother. You're on the Cleetus McFarland YouTube channel.
What's happening, everybody? We are sitting here with my boy Leroy the Savage. Now, last time you guys saw us together, we were at the racetrack. Things were not going well. We had some problems with Leroy making so much boost that he was incredibly unhappy about it. Good thing we have boost cut parameters in that Holley EFI system to keep us from over boosting and, you know, grenading our engine. So for the longest time, Leroy has ran his boost control off of manifold pressure. I'm sure a lot of you guys know that drag racers typically use CO2 to control their boost controller, and today I'm happy to announce that we're finally making the switch from the intake manifold pressure boost control over to a CO2 control. The reason we're doing that is using CO2 actually allows you to have a lot more precision in how you control your boost. We need as much precision and accuracy as possible if we're ever going to run a 7. I've been meaning to switch over for a long time, but what we have had going has worked really well. It's just finally gotten to that point, and when that solenoid went out while we were at the track, we were like, all right, screw it. It's finally time to switch to CO2. So let's go over to the merch room right now. I'm gonna show you guys what we just got in the mail. Today, we're switching Leroy over to CO2. All right, guys, so in this box, we've done quite a few unboxings lately. Yeah. A lot of freaking parts coming in. We got some stuff from Motionraceworks. You guys gotta go check out their Instagram and Facebook. Motionraceworks is who we got our fuel system for Leroy. These guys sell pretty much everything as far as automotive high performance parts. We get all our stuff from them. They overnighted this for us, so I'm really happy. We're gonna be able to switch Leroy to CO2 today with what is in this box and put him on the dyno and let some freedom ring. All right, okay. Oh, we got some swag to start off with. Okay.
We got some koozies. We got a lot of koozies.
Hold on. Did he send what I think he sent? Because I was asking him about the freaking velocity stacks, and I don't know why else he'd send couplers.
Oh, we got some
horsepower. Oh, hell yeah, dude. No way. Oh, yes. Guys, freaking carbon fiber velocity stacks for the turbos of Leroy. Oh my gosh. These are going to be insane.
I know these are good for a little bit of power.
Yeah, no. These are definitely good for boost, and especially because we have those forward-facing turbos that are just sitting right out there. Damn, these are really nice. They're so light. Hell yeah. Damn, let me see that one. Oh, baby, we got to put these on today. The only thing is I don't know if they'll work on the dyno, but we could try it before and after. True. But when these are doing 160, think about how much air is going to be shoved into the turbo with these guys. This will be pretty cool to test at the track. Okay, so these are for our CO2 bottle mounts. He asked me what size roll cage I have, and he sends out a freaking billet mount for it. That's super easy. Guys, we got some freaking nice fittings here. Look at all this. All push lock. This is some really high quality stuff. Our vacuum lines have been slacking for a while. Look at that. Some super nice vacuum line. 2 solenoids to operate our CO2 boost control. We got the valve for the CO2 bottle right here, and the CO2 bottle itself. Damn, that thing's a beast. That looks sick. Motionraceworks, guys, these guys are the best. And the fact that they were able to put this together for me yesterday and have it here this morning is insane. Couple more things. Oh yeah, so that's Doug from Motionraceworks Nova. And that thing went 7 seconds with an LT motor, like a new LT motor, like what's in the C7. So I'll throw some links below. Definitely go check out their Instagram and Facebook. Give them a follow and check out their products. They really do an awesome job. All right, so we got the goods. It's time to go out to Leroy and tear off his old vacuum line setup. We got to put this stuff together. We also have to pin these into Leroy's Holley Dominator ECU, but really shouldn't be a crazy project. It should be pretty easy. We'll be able to throw Leroy on the dyno, make a couple high horsepower pulls, and see how everything works. It's pretty hilarious to think that we've ran with our freaking vacuum lines this ghetto for so long. We threw this together one night just to get Leroy running on the turbo setup, and I was like, oh yeah, we'll change it eventually. Never did. We've got braided AN lines going to push lock, freaking anything we could dig up to get this thing running. The first time we fired it up on the turbo setup is what we use. So I mean, Pretty much every end is different, but you know what? It works. So today what we're gonna do is get this all fixed up, looking beautiful, and we will have Leroy on the dyno tonight, ripping for some freedom. Guys, this is all happening so fast. We already got the other solenoid pulled off, all the lines out. In addition to the new boost control setup, we're actually gonna be swapping out our wastegate springs too. We've got about 8-pound springs in there. We're gonna be switching down to about 5 pounds. All right, folks, so we are all set. We have our new fittings and vacuum lines installed. Things are much simpler now. This isn't hard installed over here, but you can see our boost solenoids, and then we have our dome pressure sensor. It's all pinned into the ECU. We're thinking about mounting the bottle right there. I kind of like this spot because right before it passes, James can walk up and make sure everything's on, check the pressure. That should be a good spot. We just have to make sure it's good with safety regulations. A lot of guys do have their CO2 bottles in their cars, so we'll double check on that, but otherwise we can move it really easily. But right now we're gonna pull a neighbor off the dyno, pull old Leroy over there, and try and make some passes. It's dyno time. Can you guys feel it? I'm ready. Ready to test out this new boost controller. Freaking let her rip, tater chip. Grab your bottle skates, boys and girls. We're going freedoming. All right, guys, so for this first pull, we're gonna be on just wastegate pressure, which should be like 5 or 6 pounds. I think we went down to like 4-pound springs, but I think it's still gonna make it a little bit more than that. We'll just kind of have to see how it goes. We're literally gonna have the boost controller off for this first hit. Just see where Leroy's at baseline, and then we are gonna turn up the boost. Let it heat up a little bit. That's about as low as we can go.
That's base map boost right there.
Yep. Super smooth. It's still it's hitting something at like 6,000. All right, guys. So that was exactly 2.8 pounds of boost the entire pull. So that looks pretty dang good. Everything looks good. Oil pressure, AFRs. I think we're good to go to try and add some dome pressure to our wastegates, add a little bit of boost, and see what Leroy likes. Have to go from there. It did break up a little bit right at the end of the pull. We'll have to see what happens with that. Hopefully it doesn't do that next pass. We'll check the plug wires, but it looks good, so we'll keep going. Frustrated. We've been fighting this spark breakup. At least the boost curves are really smooth. Things look really good as far as the boost is coming in smooth now, but we can figure that out at the track. The most important thing is figuring out the spark issue, because we've got Charlotte, you know, street car takeover Charlotte, and then we've got Denver right after that. I'm leaving for a trip tomorrow. So I think what we're gonna do is get a spare set of coil packs, try those. If that doesn't work, then we'll try the plug wires. And if that doesn't work, then I don't know. From there, we just gotta keep going. But this spark issue is our biggest problem right now. We gotta get it figured out. It's frustrating to come off the dyno like this and leave the track last week like that. It's like we fix one thing and then we run into another problem. Leroy is so reliable. He never has these issues, so it's a little bit, you know, it's just kind of frustrating. Okay guys, you see this? We have a whole new set of LS1 coil packs on each side. We just found these. Hopefully it's not a bad set that we found, but it was enough to get 8 extra. We basically made the ones that are currently on Leroy and have been for over a year, we made them obsolete. We're gonna try these ones and see if coil packs are our issue. Well, brace yourselves everyone, we're about to do another pull. Now that we've ruled out the coil packs, we've actually just switched all the way back to a completely different set of plug wires, ones that were on the car a week ago that were all melted. If these work better than the brand new ones that we made, then that's just an epic fail. But you know what? Crazier things have happened. As far as our boost goes, it is super smooth and it's good to go. We'll leave that like that. The boost is fine, we can figure that out at the track even further. If this pull is smooth, I'm just gonna be happy. I'm gonna shut the car off and walk away and be done with it for today, because Leroy has been quite frustrating, but this could be it. This could be the fix. All right, let's get fired up. Did seem better on that pull, but there was a hair of something, and it could have been fuel related because it sounded a little bit different. Made a small adjustment, and this could be the one where it's just a clean pull, and if it is, we're going home. If not, we're still going home, but we know we need to do some things, and I think that involves fresh coil packs. We'll do some fresh plug wires too, and hopefully that does it. That's a wrap. 970 horsepower. I mean, dude, we guys, we've been at this all day. This is the same tune that we ran the 8.3 on. And the boost parameters have nothing to do with ignition. We've tried plug wires, wasn't the plug wires. We've tried spark plugs, wasn't the spark plugs. We've tried coil packs, didn't seem to be the coil packs. We're gonna have to do some thinking on this one. Some deep thinking. Get back to the drawing board, and that's it, man. I think tonight we'll just do some research. Hopefully we can come back, you know, tomorrow, make some pulls in the morning and be like, bam. It could be something simple. It could literally be something super simple. We just gotta let the car cool down, clear our heads, go home, figure it out. The boost is working great. Shout out to Motionraceworks for setting us up with the bottle and, you know, everything else. Got that in a day. So as far as that goes, we're ready for Charlotte and Denver. We just got to get this spark cut figured out, which I think it's spark cut because it's not like it's going lean in that spot or anything weird. It's just, it's crazy. So we'll talk to some people. We'll do our research. We'll clear our heads tonight. We'll come back. We will let it rip, tater chip tomorrow. But for now, guys, thanks for watching. Do it for Dale. We'll freaking see you later.